me, Cindy Soderman, aka Sigma Fan, here on YouTube. We are doing the live watch of the Season 5 premiere of Pressure Luck. It's 10 o'clock on the West Coast. I should almost be ready for bed. But right now, hope it's good as last year's. Oh, and if you care, Tyson and Gemma got eliminated from Dancing with the Stars this week. Motown night, and didn't happen. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I know it's late, but nope, sometimes you can't help it being on the West Coast. Let me lower that there for a second. And by the way, I kind of broke my chair. One of the arms is now gone. And so yeah, it's going to be interesting balancing everything. Okay, so here's how it debuts. This year, Pressure Luck turns 40 years old. That's right, debuted in 1983, September. So, the big gimmick this year that they added, and I think it's only going to be for this year, is the Big 40. And it kind of reminds me of the 25 space on Wheel of Fortune. If you remember from their 25th anniversary, you'd win 25 of something. Here on Pressure Luck, you would win 40 of something. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm looking at the top of the board in round one. They're offering fudge. Fudge. I'm already excited because there are few things more delicious than fudge. Especially if it's peanut butter fudge. You give me some peanut butter fudge, I am melting. It is so good. I have to be honest, the set looks more compact than from I remember from last year. And only one person's gotten close to the million. Good evening. Yeah, artificial intelligence ruining everything nowadays. It's 8 days. That's your basic math question right there. one thing I'm kind of excited about is the new whammies that usually debut with a brand new season. I hope we get some good ones this year. It's because funfetti sucks. You know, the little sugar pieces in the funfetti that get stuck in your teeth. I hate that. Funfetti might be fine on cupcake because you're not having too much, but if it's a big thin cake, it's not good. The good old whammy CEO. Hey everyone. Alright, here we go. First spin of season 5. I see a pedicab down there. That's interesting. What the goat yoga? Hey, they brought back the Flicati rug and fudge. Uh, Not as much as you think when it comes to cleaning up after the doubles whammies, because it was just like paper. And we have the first whammy of the year. That's what happens when the whammy doesn't respect the Canadian goose. You put some respect on the Canadian goose's name. There you go, man. Four grand. Goat yoga. Second whammy. It's always the surreal ones that are the best. The sloth riding a llama after the stampede. Really, Tyler? You're gonna play with two whammies? You're a brave man. Take that spin and pass it. You are... He failed upward. Didn't realize strategy, but failed upward. Hits the big money square by itself, which... Hitting it natural is always the best. Even he's questioning goat yoga. Now, I've noticed something about the board. I don't think there's any... Wait a minute. Okay, there are some identical squares. Like, my eyes must be playing tricks, because I thought I saw every square had a different amount, but there are some duplicates. Gladiator training's up there. Where? Should there be a winning award for contestants too? No. Winnie Award, well, which is no longer. Well, let's see if we got a new whammy. And the money has been chopped. Judges. Going back to your question, Big C, no. I reserve those for shows, hosts, and moments, not contestants. I always loved the weird amounts, like 1875. There was like 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, on another episode. What's he gonna do? He's gonna pass it. He at least wants to stay in second place, so he at least has some strategy going into round 2. And he's hoping this guy gets 3 whammies, but he doesn't. This guy looks like a more annoying Mr. Beast. But he's got first place. Yep, 470 on the OG Pressure Luck, 740 on Whammy. Trying to remember if there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 on this Pressure Luck. And now we got an ad for the marbles, which I don't know about anybody else, but I am really burnt out from all of these superhero movies. And they don't space them out well enough either. Yes, I'm going to say straight out on YouTube, I see part of an episode of Faux Pause. Yeah, that was bad. The mean spirit. Yeah, some of it was really mean-spirited. Mary Donnelly, Sean Gallagher. You know, really wasn't much of a career for them on that show, but I know Sean Donnelly has actually done quite a bit of voiceover work for video games. So he's carved out a nice little niche for him. Yes, be honest, we're slowly updating the website. We're going to do some more website exclusive stuff, probably for 2024. But it just is taking time to, or for me to find time to update everything. Like, I still have pages I need to make for, I still need to update Games of Canada and get all of the ones that were done pages. There's the home game I gotta do, then there's Best, Worst, and Blandest, and 26 Weeks or Less having their own page. So, we're getting... Is this the last season of Shark Tank? I heard it was the last. trying to figure out what I would enjoy, and I would love to have one of the whammies from Pressure Lock. You know, the pop-up ones. Whether it be a little figurine that was on Whammy the All New Pressure Luck or one of the actual cards from the original show. But I know Set Gets Destroyed, those things are long gone. Unless Bob Bowden has them somewhere. Oh, no stoplights in your town. Damn. 2% of the population. Ah. The joys of living in a microscopic town. One of the things that I actually thought about, if you look on eBay, you can find some props. Oh. Green. I was born in a small town. I have no stoplights in a small town. Really? It's 1 out of 5. The other person probably has a dog. Furious. Oof. Bonus round's gonna be long tonight. Okay, so this is the fourth and final question, and we have 4 spins. Yep. Yeah, I have every single NES game show game. And it's cut off by my camera, but there's some. As you see, the video games are right there. The NES ones, if I could tilt this up, there they are right there. That's all the NES and Super Nintendo ones right there. Complete in box. With the most expensive one being Funhouse. Oh, there's the big 4-0. Now I just ruined my camera. what do you think is the weirdest game show video game adaptation? I played The Bachelor. There was a Bachelor video game and it wasn't good. Alright, there we go. See, we got a Camaro, an Apple Suite, 100 singing telegrams as a prize. So we have our first weird prize of the year. Damn! Woo! 20 grand for that prize. I'd say that's a good slug. But we're doing alright. Like, I kind of got a second wind. I haven't been feeling too well all day. Like, I had my COVID booster and a flu shot yesterday, so I've been groggy all day. Well, there go the singing telegrams. Callback! We got a callback from a question. Love it. I think that's the first time it's been hit. Take the lead in a spin. So essentially what happens is you get your opponent, the opponent who's in the lead, their score plus $1, and you get a spin. And what do I think of Elizabeth as the host? She's brilliant. I absolutely adore Elizabeth. Oof. She had the lead. She gives it back. American Gladiators for the NES is weird, yeah. Crocodile diving, fireworks, and 4750 puts her in second place. Which is absolutely true. And from what I heard, she was actually very learned about the show. When she got the gig, she actually watched a bunch of old episodes of Pressure Luck and really got deep into the lore, so to speak. Learning some of the weirder rules, like if you're in first place and you're the first one to go on round 1 and both your opponents have 0, she figured out, you pass them to, you get to choose who you pass them to, so. Doing her homework, yeah. You do your homework and, you come out trumps in the end. So while we have a lull in the action, just want to let everybody know what's happening this week. Friday, we're going to have another live watch of Raid the Cage, which debuts Friday, 9 p.m. CBS. And then Saturday, for the Patreon backers, you'll get first glance at the new 26 Weeks or Less that's coming out, and that will be on 100%. It will be made public Sunday for everybody else on YouTube. Then next week is Games of Canada. And 28th, 29th, I think So yeah, sorry if I'm yawning. Once again, 10 o'clock. Mystery video I'm working on right now. I'm writing the script for it. Also, I gotta figure out or remember what the date is, but we will be doing a live watch of Celebrity Squares. Eh. Drew's fine. He's not trying to be Bob, and to be honest, I don't want another Bob. I want somebody to make that show their own, and that's what Drew's done. And we got this ad for the Golden Bachelor. I will be honest, I really thought about doing a live watch of this. And the crowd's back, so he's back on form. Alright, we're back, and Nick's got 3 spins. Whammies are out tonight. Well, the score got crushed. I was like with this board, the board dims while what you hit actually lights up. So that lights up and the board dims, which is always good. So fireworks show, personal fireworks show, 18 grand. That's mainly for safety and all the licenses and all the permits and everything. And he hits the Camaro. Mr. Beast hits the Camaro. And there's the zoom in right there, Big C. Hey Tyler, do what you should have done in round 1. Dump that spin. And Tyler has learned the game. Yeah, the double's not going to be enough, but you get the spin. Big 40 I don't think is going to be enough. And 2,000 is definitely not enough. You win a Camaro, you go to play for $1 million. I still think that's a hideous shirt, but life is good. By the way, with the Camaro, he's the richest person in his small town. chat here. If I remember correctly, albeit it was brief, it was an audition for Drew Power 10. Yeah. And yeah, that's exactly how he got Prices Right. And I met on Buzzer showing the Newlywed Game with Gary Kroger. He wasn't a bad host, he just got saddled with a bad format. If it was. That's harsh to one. But back to Kroger Newlywed Game. From what I gathered, it was when it was developed, it went under a different name. And yeah, it went under a different name, but in order to sell it to stations, because it was originally going to be a Game Show Network original, and just have it like that and the dating game. But they decided to syndicate it in '96, and the 130 episodes, I think 130 episodes got produced of that. That and Brad Sherwood dating game. And when it got a season 2, you saw the reversion of both shows to their classic formats. With Newlywed Game, you got its classic host in Bob Eubanks. And with Dating Game, you got somebody close in Chuck Woolery. Didn't Kroger do Beat the Clock as well? Yeah, he did the PAX version in 2001. And it was a pretty solid show. And it did well enough. I don't know why it didn't get a second season, but I'm guessing because PAX was hemorrhaging money. Themselves and Fremantle couldn't agree on a price, so one season, that was it. Didn't got 130 episodes. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing Gary. You could do a Gary Kroger block on Buzzard, the '96 Newlywed Game, and Beat the Clock. And going back to something that was mentioned earlier, one of the weirdest video game, weirdest game show video games. I'll bring up Funhouse for the NES, which, by the way, has nothing to do with the show. What happened was it was a Commodore 64 game, which got a reskin and got turned into Funhouse. I know this because I kind of submitted that question to Pat and Ian of the Completely Unnecessary podcast, because this show was the biggest betrayal in video game shows. What do we got here? The Great Halloween Fright Fight. It's a new version of the Great Christmas Light Fight, I guess. But yeah, who wouldn't want a Camaro? So apparently this guy's been trying for 3 years to get on the show, and he got on. And no, it was bad. By the way, for those 3 people here, the population of a small town decreased by about 15%. There was a app game that was available for a while. Plus, there was the Wii game. I mean, I know it's got a version on the PS4. Doesn't hurt to try out. Top of the line metal detector. I think Ed's. I don't think either one are with us right now. I think both of them have passed Little Rock. Now, the strategy for the bonus game is you do not want spins. Oh, I used to play the Kurt King version a lot. There's your weird amount right there, 33-33. I love that you also got to download additional whammy clips. And he got his metal detector. So he could take that metal detector. An $8,500 metal detector. It better do more than detect metals if it's $8,500. It is a fantastic start. I thought whites were kind of like middle end of the metal detectors. 2 Polaris Rangers. So we got the Polaris Rangers and a snowmobile. So that's about $25,000 worth of vehicles. If you remember that line from anyway, just watching stupid Apple commercial. I know when they had the sushi bar set, which was the third set, they did auction off pieces of that set. And I know, I think it was a college tournament winner got podium 3. And she specifically bid for that one because that was the podium that she won the championship off of. I don't know why that story is always stuck with me, but I also remember that Fremantle, when they switched from Karn feud to a Hurley feud, they redid the set. I know they sold off pieces of Karn's last set. I was in college at the time. I could have afforded it. What about the Gritter set or the Globe set? Those are probably long gone. Especially the Grid set. Oh, it was Pam who bought it. Okay. Okay, as everybody knows, I live in Seattle, or the Seattle area, and I just saw an ad for the Nisqually earthquake. I remember where I was it was a 6.8 earthquake. I was in gym class at that time. Yeah, the NBC set got destroyed. If I could take something from, it would have been cool to get the face-off podium from the O'Hurley version. Yeah, that'd be cool. Um, I'm sure that's around somewhere. I thought they used it for like live shows. From what I gathered about Temple, a lot of it was given away as prizes on Figure It Out during their first season. Also, Double Dare as well. I know that the monkey is. I know Scott Stone has it. The guy who created Legends of the Hidden Temple, he has it. Alright, we're back. It is round 2 of the Big Bucks Bonanza. He's got $20,882. He's got 4 spins. He's got the salon supplies. No, he's got the metal detector. The salon supplies on the board. We got bocce balls set up there. I'll tell you right now, the snowmobile and the Polaris vehicles, that's about $20,000. The corn for life. No, the Somerset. No, because remember, Figure Out was like 96 to 2000, and in the first season they sold off pieces of the Double Dare set. I loved in the revival when Olmec was talking about the rooms in the temple, and you get to the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. It's assemble that damn assemble that damn monkey together. I would love to have Peter Tomarkins putting in pressure like, but John Ricci has it. Okay. Yeah, but then again, in Starcade, if there was a Canadian version of Pressure Luck, the amount being played for would not be $1 million. All right, island hopping holiday. I love it. You know, you get Fiji. Oh, it's a trip for 4. So it's like Hawaii, Fiji, everything. Oh, so it's Hawaii, French Polynesia, Fiji, and Tahiti. So pretty much everywhere there's been a Survivor season the past 15 years. So 3 spins. And now the corn's still there. Which has got to be about 50, 60 grand. By the way, did you see that he just leaped? I mean, that adrenaline to leap that long distance. Should they bring back the Big Bank? No. No. You have something that kind of does it a bit better with Take the Lead and a spin. And he hits it again. You need to jump up to avoid spoilers. Yeah, it's a live watch, so it's full of spoilers. So I can understand where you're coming from. Alright, take care, Hedgehog. When this episode goes live on Hulu, you know, use this as like a watch guide. $155,907. Okay. 75,000 is big bucks. In round 4. 3 prizes, and there's one final prize, one final personalized prize that gets added. And it's the biggest prize of them all. That is a big fifth wheel. It's like 30 feet. You could live in that. Just live on the lake. Live on a frozen lake for about 2 months before you have to pull it out before it sinks. And you get the big truck, the big GMC truck in order to haul it. That's 200,000. So, let me just put this. He's really in striking distance. Oh, with 3 spins. If he hits that, that's 200,000. That island hopping trip is another 100,000. And he's going for it. I always wonder if that scrub survival would go somewhere. And there it is on the T-Mobile ad. So yeah, if he hits the ice house in the truck, it's a GMC truck. It's a big truck, and it's also like $125,000 fifth wheel. When revised, like, and there's an actual bonus round that's not car related. Yeah, because there's no way in hell GSN's going to give away a car. Like, I don't know if Toyota still makes Yaris's, which I don't know what the cheapest, decently known economy car is, but if it's about $14,000, there's no way you're going to get a car manufacturer willingly giving those away, even for promotion. So they're just going to go with the simple 10 grand. Bonus game is hard enough as is. So when they do get 7 and they do get the $10,000, you know, you feel they've earned that 10 grand. Like, a lot of the GSM bonus games have gotten, I want to say, harder. Like, Switch is, yeah, like, Switch is pretty hard. I think the hardest might be People Puzzler, because if you don't have a good grasp on a lot of knowledge, you're not gonna pull that off. Alright, here we go. He's got to fade 3 spins. He's in striking distance. Remember that. He is in striking distance. Wow, he hit the 75,000. you really even consider that a bonus game? Alright. If he hits the ice house and the car, I think he wins it. Ooh. Okay, just to let you know, High Stakes Poker is on Poker, like on Poker Go, and they have new episodes. Although Gabe Kaplan has retired, but now we have a situation. He's got $242,407. We get to the Big Bucks Bonanza. So there's the 10,000, 25, 50, 75, and the 100. All of the prizes are there that he hasn't won. And I think I don't know if Prize-a-Palooza is on the board this year. He's halfway there, kinda. But it's going to be tough because I think he's got, aside from the metal detector, which was about $8,500, he's got over $235,000 in cash. Yeah, he's kissing the wife. He's coming to the podium. You've had a lovely day, Elizabeth. I'm going to stop. He walked. So he's got the car. I think he's won almost $300,000 in cash. $240,000 in cash. $295,992. Good for him. Something that, and he hit no whammies in that bonus game. No whammies. So here is the 64th, and we haven't seen any new whammies yet. Like, all of the whammies have been there before. And that is going to do it for the Season 5 premiere Pressure Luck. It's still great. Like, out of all of the revivals that we got when Celebrity Family Feud came back, I think this might be the best one. Because they just not only nailed everything, but they improved on it. And now we have, I don't know what we have, but I'm hoping we see some new whammy animations. I think we're going to get those in the next couple of weeks. And that is going to do it for tonight. So just let everybody know. We'll be back Friday, 9 p.m. Pacific for Raid the Cage. And Saturday for the Patreon backers, 26 weeks or less for 100%. And Sunday for everybody else on YouTube. Also, be on the lookout on the socials. I will have a date for when Celebrity Squares debuts. I think it debuts near the end of the month, so keep an eye out for that. And when we get the new GSN original, it's going to probably come out in like November or December. We'll be covering that too. So I want to thank everybody for watching. And we will see everybody here Friday. So goodbye, everybody. See you next time.